Well, hey everybody, welcome back. This is Eric Brown, your Beverly Hills and Los Angeles real estate agent, bringing you again the best of LA, where we get to share cool local businesses that are here in the Los Angeles area. And as you can see behind me, we've got a really cool discussion today with my friend Kyn Graff of Kyn Street Art. And Kyn is going to tell us all about how he got into the street art business. So Kyn, I'm going to let you take it away. What got you started?
Oof, no, I started like pretty much 20 years ago, like just painting the streets from Barcelona. And I think that it rained a lot from 2 days, but yeah, it was like just making fun, and trying to grow up like a person and artist. And I think that the best canvas that you have on the wall are the ones that are in the street. So yeah, it was always try to make fun, and learn about your day.
Well, and you've got such a diverse set of experiences of having bounced around. You had mentioned in Europe, you moved to Miami, you're now in Los Angeles.
Correct.
So tell us a bit about your travels and the things that you've learned.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a full experience, definitely. We just moved, my wife and I, like 8 years ago in USA. It was a nice, shocking, but a nice shocking, really cool, very interesting. The USA culture and the art, it's really different from Europe, but glad that it's different.
Sure.
The first thing that makes a lot of impact in Europe is that artists that can survive with art usually are like, well names that they have, like family, like well-known family and that, or even dead artists. That is not good for emergency artists, if you are dead, it's like, fuck, I don't write that. So, but this is the reality of Europe, and when you arrive here, so they are interested, like, not about your family or where you come. Like, USA, it's really interesting, like, where you can arrive, what are your skills, what are your projection, what they can see of your talent, that they envision that you are gonna be in a nice goal in this society. And this is shocking when you are in a European city that everyone say, oh, but Barcelona is really beautiful. I don't need from a beautiful city,
Right.
It's cold to go, but on holidays, but when you need to eat every day, and you have passion in art, Europe is not the best place to be an emergency art.
Sure.
It's really hard. The good thing from USA is that art is a nice value. It's something that people take really serious. They really understand what is the value of the art, and they really want to find an artist that have himself fingerprint, right? They want to see like you are different, not only talented, if you have some message, and this is totally different way from Europe. Europe at the end, I did a lot of things, but it was more like commissions for, corporations that more like just make art. And here in USA, you can be an artist, and people expect that you must be an artist. You must be free. You must bring something else. You must push like, like the arguments that are in the society, or you must put like what it's like the technique that it's make you unique and different. So it's a totally different world.
Well, and you had mentioned before about starting your studies in art, obviously growing up being an artist and knowing that when you were really young, and then going to learn about it and not really liking the university or school format.
1,000%.
And so you go from that environment and then you decide street art and obviously big canvas.
Yeah.
How did you go through that experience?
Let me explain you a little bit. In 19th, in something really different from USA and Europe. In 19th, graffiti and street art, it wasn't like different. People that paint with spray, it was a graffiti artist or graffiti whoever, for say something, because this graffiti artist is like something kind of new. But when we were painting, basically what we are doing is like kind of not illegal, but it wasn't legal. So it was like, this edge that people doesn't know, okay, what you are doing, you are painting the walls and that, and the culture of the graffiti and the people that we were doing illustration in the walls, we were really close. Like it was huge. Like it was really easy even to travel, making a network connection, and go to with some people that paint in France or Netherlands, and make like good travels, sharing techniques and all that. So it was a community really stronger where you can learn a lot. And I come from this, good sensation of this graffiti on a street art wall, and I was started the college on fine arts in Barcelona, and it was like kind of academic, but really kind of really poor. Even the teachers, they have too much conflicts, fighting if conceptuals, like figurative, like what is the coming art, what is the perceived way to teach. And at the end the class, it was like just they let you in a room just practicing, and it's like this is what I'm doing like for a while. I mean, and sometimes it was shocking because other artists, they just started to paint because they started to fine art, and it's like this is not the point. If I'm here, it's because I know what I need to do, and I already know what is the value of the art and what is my proposal. The problem from that is that the training track, it was really slowly. The concepts that they showing it was like really kind of poor, independent of which level. Even I told you, like when we were doing design, it was without the computers, like using the paper and making theory. And it's like, I mean, it's okay to have some fundamentals, some basics, but even when you have some knowledge, you feel that you're losing your time. And in art, time is everything. So happens today cannot happen tomorrow.
Sure.
It's like something you must to evolve, you must to take your mind off the control and bring like every ideas that you have and feel the motions of the the sprays or the material that you're using. And this is not like not like a farm that you must to have like everything in order or something. It's something that you just like more like a Wild West. You must to bring there and see what's happened. And today you are painting, tomorrow I don't know if you're gonna take some technique to make some sculptures, or to make like something digital. You must to understand like this society, how it's communicating, to be on top of that and be really comfortable in this media.
Yeah.
And this is not something that I was feeling that on the college they really understood what it is. And when you have like some experience, even you are thinking ways that is totally different to make the things. And if you want that, you must make it at your way at the end. And this is the way that we did. Just be fine, expand the network. Traveling with the really high artists, and they can share the techniques, the concepts. And when you travel and you literally went to a different country, you are learning so much that you can do in 1 year of the career. However, it's like the impact of find a different society. You can find 1,000 different ways to do something, and this blow your mind.
And that kind of lends me into a question of your experiences of different countries and connecting with different artists and starting maybe with more traditional training, but then literally learning on the street, publicly with other artists. And for doing this for such a time period, what are the things that you've seen that have changed over the past 5, 10, 20 years?
First of all, even the cool thing and the bad thing is what it was like the laws. they start to be a little bit more, less flexible. And Miami is an exception, but Los Angeles is a little bit from some like similar to some cities from Europe that you need some permits. So you need some permits from the city, you need some permits from the owner of the building if you want to make it the right way. If not, you just go there, but tomorrow maybe they are gonna blow it, they're gonna cover up for some paint, and it's gonna blow your work. This is the part, like the street art, fine art way. Obviously, when you are doing more street art, you have like this kind of part that you love to bump a little bit the city. You want to put like your piece on the street, that say, okay, this is my kind of a signature or my apportation in the street, that make art. But even something that changed my mentality when I was more in the graffiti environment, even the day we were painting like everywhere, during the night, during the day, it doesn't matter. But for example, something that like a user, you can see that it's the impact is different. If you take the train, something really normal in Europe, because the communication is good, not like here in Los Angeles. The public communication, it's so easy to go to somewhere else. When the people paint the train, the graffiti artists, and they just cover the windows, obviously it's cool because they want to go biggest, but when you have like 1 hour to go with the train and the only thing that you have is the views, is when you feel like the other side, like say, okay, maybe this kind of edge, this kind of different there, I don't need to disturb the other people,
Sure.
right? And this is when you start to think, okay, street art is cool, but always there are like some kind of dialogue, with the people and the people that it's not artists or street art. And it's good that you can improve the streets with some sticker and some kind of new trendings, but at the end I think that we need to respect even the environment, of the city, or it's like public transportation or something. And I think that we, like an artist, we must to find like some balance. It's good to be rebels, and try to bring like the society in the next level always, but at the same time we must think that even ourselves, we are like the same users of this city.
Sure. What I find so interesting about that is it's a public forum. Like how involved you are with the public. It's not just an artist on canvas. It can be, but it can also not be. It can be like a part of society, as you've said. So of course we're going to put all of your contact information on the screen if people have questions, they want to learn more about your art. But tell me some of the things that people can do to either work with you, find you, collaborate with you, learn from you. There's so many different things, and I'm going to make some guesses, but it might be classes, it might be do work on a wall with you, it might be buy some of your paintings. What are all the things that people can do in these ideas?
No, definitely if they want to like bring some piece on his houses or bring like some mural there, they can find me in the website and make me a direct message even from my Instagram or something. And even if they want to bring on the community some workshop, we have even a non-profit that is Holistic Kids Foundation, and we created this non-profit to make some activities with children's, and it's more like kind of art therapy mixed with trending water sprays, activities that we can improve. And pretty much we did it to make it close to the community and understand what is street art, and what it's possible to bring from inside to outside to everyone.
I think that mission statement by itself is awesome. So again, folks that are watching, we're going to have all of Kyn's information here as you can see it on screen. If you have any questions, you want to learn more about street art, please connect here. Is there anything last that you'd like to share with the viewers that you think is important for them to know?
I think that we say a lot of things here. Just say thank you for coming to join to my studio, and I hope that they can see my website, my artwork. Don't hesitate to make any comment, and even if they want to just bring some message, always I'm welcome to read everything and contact with new people, definitely.
Please, friends, do connect with Kyn. As always, this is Eric Brown, your Beverly Hills and Los Angeles real estate agent, bringing you the best of LA. Until the next time, this is the two of us, signing off.